So if you guys didn't know, James Bond was bought out by Amazon, and a lot of people actually were furious about what they were going to do. Is because Amazon has not had a great track record when it comes to acquiring big IPs and sort of making it a movie or a show. I think this is going to be a movie, right? I believe they're going the Broccoli Robs and I think her name is Barbara Broccoli or something like that. Whatever her name is, I believe they were the last people that were sort of in charge of the James Bond stuff. But according to what I heard, they might or might not make a female. We're not sure. I heard they were really trying to push for that, but it didn't happen. So right over here, woke James Bond scrapped. Reportedly will be male and British following backlash. And this came out today around 3 p.m. So I'm not going to hold my breath, is because we're not sure what's going to happen. I remember they brought in this black girl originally, sort of to cuck him. And 007 is actually an agent, and it's more of a symbol, not James Bond, right? You're not replacing James Bond. And I believe they were supposed to do like a spin-off of a bunch of other characters that nobody cared about. Nobody actually cared about. But right over here, what happened last week? Saw the report from The Hollywood Reporter offer that Amazon Studios wanted to make James Bond a female and have spin-offs featuring diverse representations of characters in a Marvel-style cinematic universe. It was reported that longtime owner Barbara Broccoli put the kibosh on Amazon's idea. Well, the problem now is that Broccoli sold all the rights to Amazon and no longer has creative control. Following The Hollywood Reporter's report, fans exploded in unison online. I know on our Facebook page alone, we reached well over 3 million fans who don't want any woke replacements. Typically, what happens when a character is replaced, the message is sent and all about an agenda instead of quality story. Often the original character is shit upon, as are the longtime creators of the fan. The fans don't want that happening in the 60+ year history of James Bond, as it has been to Doctor Who. Yeah, Doctor Who is extremely woke now. It's over. So that's good, right? I'm not sure. Like, of course, we know that we have Anthony Starr. Both Anthony Starr and Henry Cavill both auditioned for it. And I believe a couple of people auditioned for it a long time ago. I believe there are some videos that are surfacing the interwebs showing that, it shows their actual audition tapes, which is actually pretty cool. I believe if Henry Cavill were to play him, he's gonna be playing him in the next several, at least 4 to 5 movies. That's like Henry Cavill is 42, so by the time he's done, he'll be 52. He'll be pretty old. I think they're gonna want a younger James Bond. Now, if James Bond was actually cast, they casted what's it called again? Henry Cavill as James Bond when he was in his 30s, then I can see it, but not anymore. Henry Cavill is, according to what I hear, a little bit too old. However, I don't care. I want Henry Cavill to be James Bond, but he's reportedly he's difficult to work with, right? Let's see. The site claims James Bond will remain male and British. There have been so many erroneous rumors about the future of Bond. Amazon is committed to keeping the spirit of Bond alive, and that means he has to be British or from the Commonwealth. He has to be male. It was previously reported that Amazon owner Jeff Bezos took action to the Wall Street Journal and quoted Broccoli calling Amazon executives fucking idiots. Reportedly, Bezos then ordered her removal, saying, "I don't care what it costs, get rid of her." According to the Daily Mail, Bezos is a big Bond fan and sent out a company-wide memo to keep Bond male and British. Look, I don't really care about Jeff Bezos at all, but I think this is a huge W for the James Bond fan and the people that are, potentially can become a new James Bond fan, right? Jeff is a massive Bond fan, and while he's excited to see how Amazon can take the franchise forward, there are certain things which are sacrosanct. That's why the memo went out this week, to reassure everyone. However, the site says James Bond could still be a person of color. But certain things are up for discussion, like whether the next Bond should be played by a man of color. I don't think so. I don't think it should be. It's because you'll be known forever as the Black James Bond. Same thing like what Idris Elba said. I don't want to be Black Superman. I don't want to be Black James Bond. I want to be Idris Elba. Same thing with what they already did with Doctor Who, right? You get the female doctor and you get the black gay doctor. We don't want any of that garbage. Pierce Brosnan, who has also chimed in, who played Bonds from 1995 to 1992. I think that's incorrect. I think it's 2002. As an Irish actor told the UK's Telegraph that the new Bond should not be American and should remain British. I believe this is what should have been said, even for something like Harry Potter. John Lithgow should not play Dumbledore. I don't care how great of an actor he is. I don't think John Lithgow should play Dumbledore. And of course, Severus Snape should be white and not black. It takes great courage for them to let go. I hope Amazon handles the work and the character with dignity and imagination and respect. History has been passed on, and I'm very proud to have been a part of the history and the legacy of Bond and the movies I made with Barbara and Michael. Currently, among fans, Henry Cavill is the fan favorite choice to continue as 007. I want 007 to be played by... It would be really, really cool if Henry Cavill was able to play James Bond. He looks the type, he fits it, and, you know, it will sort of be like the first time James Bond will actually be like fucking swole, like fucking jacked, right? But we'll see. I don't want to see a female James Bond. I don't want to see a black James Bond. I just want to see a white, heteronormative James Bond. If Henry Cavill plays James Bond, that'll be freaking amazing. Commonwealth, so Indian or Kenyan too. Oh man. Yeah, that's true. That's true, right? India's second motherland is England. But we'll see what's gonna happen though. We'll see.